You know what the problem with Browns fans are? They're too content. Kevin Stefanski. Oh, he returned us to the playoff team. He changed the culture. Yeah, no doubt about it. But what he did do is he blew our playoff chances. He killed us. Hey, his play calling in the playoffs was absolutely atrocious. I want you to hearken back a week ago. We played the Steelers in AVP, how he used Kareem Hunt and Nick Chubb. The offense just ran strategically and beautifully down the field when it needed to score. And the problem with Stefanski is he ain't giving that up. There's no way he's giving that up. He has some huge accent in him. What do you call, complex, where he always thinks he's right and he can do no wrong. And what do they call? I forget what they call it. Not Napoleon, but he's got some kind of complex where he just thinks he can do no wrong. I mean, they first came out against the Jets game when he threw the ball 53 times because he thought he was going to be a genius. Oh, I'll outsmart this coach. Backfired on him big time. Threw the ball 53 times to four receivers that didn't know routes, whatever. The whole thing backfired on him. Ran the ball 13 times with his running backs. Sunday, on the last drive, his play calling was absolutely... You know what he was thinking? He's like, I got 8 minutes on the clock. I'm going to try to... Here's what he was thinking. I'm going to run this down until about a minute and then score. That's what he was trying to do. No, Kevin, in that situation, you got a backup quarterback on the other end. You want to score. I don't care if you score in a minute, but you want to get the lead. That's your main goal, is get the lead. Not try to strategically place your team ahead with a minute left, so the other team don't have that much time to score. You want to get the lead and then play defense. I know your defense sucks, but that's what you want to do. You want to get the lead first. And it backfired on him. He was calling the worst play calls I've ever seen in my fucking life. It was embarrassing. Now, I don't want Stefanski gone, obviously, but I do want him to give up play calling. And as a Brown, I'm not content with what just happened. We went 12-6. We should have we should have beat the Chiefs. We should have beat them. I mean, I'm looking at this Browns, and we gave up 22 points. And we played bad defense all day, but we only gave up 22 points. We should have won that game. But Kevin Stefanski stopped us. He prevented us from winning the game. Because he, in his mind, was thinking, I'm going to burn the clock up and score with as little time left as I could. That's what he was planning on doing. He really thought his running backs were going to be able to do it. Didn't happen. Nick Chubb got the first, after we got the first down, Nick Chubb got that handoff and tried to sift through a lot. And the thing I don't like about him is his decision with using Kareem Hunt. And the way he uses Kareem, this is the major decision I have with him. You got to figure out a way to incorporate Kareem Hunt and Nick Chubb in the game at the same time, or at least give Kareem Hunt was your more effective. He should be catching screen passes, not Nick Chubb. I'm sorry. He should, because Nick Chubb proved time and time again he doesn't have the hands to be able to do what Kareem Hunt does. So I'm not content with this, Browns fans. If it needs to be said that Stefanski doesn't want to give a play calling, then he's got to go. It's that simple. His play calling sucked all year. I don't give a fuck. I can get a fucking chimp to come in there and fucking do what he did now. The foundation's built. Our team never looked so good against Pittsburgh. Offensively, we looked great. Even defensively. I mean, our defense didn't give up a lot but that was the game plan. We had basically the same game plan against Pittsburgh was against the KC. We were letting them have everything underneath. We didn't want to score. That loss against KC, I can't get over that because our coach prevented us from winning that. So he's got to do something. AVP should. Hey, someone told me that Aaron Rodgers was pissed off when they let him go out of Green Bay. I guess he called plays in Green Bay. Oh, he's a quarterback. That's why. Quarterbacks can call plays better than some safety from Penn College in the Ivy League. And that's another thing. Stefanski, well, I was a defensive player. I'm calling offensive plays. Now I'm a genius. Yeah, fuck you. You blew our playoff chances, you fucking clown. You should have scored as soon as you could have. You don't sit there in an NFL game, a playoff game, and say, well, I'm going to try to score with as little or much time as possible. You get the score, you dumbass. So as far as I'm concerned, we should still be playing. People to harken back to that play before the half, the helmet to helmet. Man, that's halftime. It's over. You got to get over that. Did we get ripped off? Yeah, but fuck it. Who cares? We came back 22-17, had a chance with 8 minutes left to take the lead, and Kevin Stefanski's play calling was absolutely garbage. Didn't give Mayfield a chance to do anything. Had him handing the ball off, throwing everything underneath. It was just embarrassing. You got to take a chance there, son. So, if Stefanski can't give up play calling, then he's got to go. It's a simple fact. I want to win next year, and I don't feel confident with this clown calling plays. Not when I see an AVP call him the week prior, and my running game and my pass catching game out of the backfield and from the receivers never look so good. So, and we need to listen. I wanted to get rid of Beckham, but we need to use Beckham like they use Tyreek Hill. That's the bottom line. He needs to just be a weapon. He's our weapon. And I tell guys like Jarvis Landry, listen, man, you're going to have to stop this pouting on the field. Mayfield throws you a ball. You're not expecting it, whatever. He almost cost us the game with an interception. He threw a ball to fucking Jarvis Landry right in his hands, and he popped out of his hands and almost went through the honey badger. That would have been game there, and Jarvis Landry would have had to been gone from Cleveland after that. Jarvis Landry's hands are not that of a number one receiver, not even that of a number two. He's a possession guy. But you know what? We can win without him. I got Hollywood Higgins for possession. Plus he's a bigger body. I got Donovan Peoples-Jones for possession. Plus he's a bigger body. I like it, Landry, but I'm getting tired of his little antics. One of these days, his little fucking antics are going to cost us 15 yards in a prime situation. I can't have that. But Stefanski's going to have to learn. You're the head coach. What do they call that when you delegate? Delegate to other people. This team ran a great deal last week against a better defense, too. Pittsburgh's defense is way better than KC's. So, yeah, Browns fans, we can't be content just because we made the playoffs. That's not what I'm about. I'm not about saying, oh, we made the playoffs. No, I want to win. And, you know, here's the thing. If I felt there was a better option at quarterback right now for the Cleveland Browns, I'd go after them. People say, why don't we trade for Deshaun Watson? Why? I'd take Baker Mayfield over Deshaun Watson 10 times out of 10. Deshaun Watson's good, but Mayfield's just, you gotta understand something. I know Deshaun Watson, I look at his rookie year. He had like 19 TDs in only 7 games. I think he got hurt or something. I don't know, something happened. But he would have broke records. But I'm looking at the quarterback. I know he can run, but what I seen out of Mayfield the other day, I'm seeing a guy that's going to be a superstar in this league. I love him. You give me a top 5 pick in Deshaun Watson for Mayfield, yeah, I'll do it. But I don't want to get rid of Mayfield. I know what I have in Mayfield. I'm good. We have our quarterback. What I need to improve is our defense. And David Njoku better be the number 1 prime target and tight end next year. He proved it down the stretch. He bought in, and he could be a very, very valuable weapon in this team. I'd make him a wide receiver like DK Metcalf, but whatever. There's so many things he could have done, Stefanski, this season that he just fucked up. He dropped the ball on the Jets game. He could have had Kareem Hunt in the slot and Njoku wide out. He dropped the ball there, too. But yeah, Njoku better be number 1. Hooper's a backup right now. And Brian, I don't even give a fuck about that fumbling piece of shit. But yeah, we're good offensively. We're good. We're actually great offensively. Defensively, that's only holes, and that's where we need to fix it. And Stefanski needs to give a play calling because I'm not content with just making the playoffs. You know, honestly, I didn't think we'd be. To me personally, I probably we won. We beat Pittsburgh, right? I didn't think we'd beat KC, but the sad part is, it was there to be taken. We could have won that game. It was there to be won, and Kevin prevented us from winning it. So, 8 minutes left. You get the ball, and you're trying to strategically score with like a minute left. That's what he was trying to do. I heard people say there was no urgency. The reason there was no urgency was because Kevin was trying to burn the clock up. He was trying to score at no time in an 8-minute drive, what he was trying to do. In that situation, you need to score. You don't try to strategically do something that you might not do. You need to score as soon as possible. That's what he should have done. He's a dumbass. So Kevin Stefanski cost us that fucking game. And I will never forget that. This is the worst playoff loss ever. We could have beat the world champions. Now, will we have beat the Bills? I thought about it, we would have beat him, but then I started thinking, man, Josh Allen's he's going to just, anytime he sees there's nothing open, he's just going to run. We could have beat the Bills, put it that way. But it would have been much tougher because Josh Allen, he would have run. And we wouldn't have held him to 22 points. I don't know, maybe we would have, who knows. I think we would have had a good chance of beating him, but whatever. This is a tough loss. It's Tuesday, and I'm still, I just woke up, it's like 1:30. I did go to bed at 8 o'clock, so. Football is the greatest thing in the world, but now it's over for me. Well, I got 2 more weeks, football, Super Bowl, whatever. But now it's over for my team. And you know, it's almost better sucking. It really is almost. I don't want to suck again, but it's almost better because the playoffs don't mean shit. It's like, you don't care. But these playoff losses, I forgot. back in the 80s when the Browns lost. I don't remember them being this crushing. This is crushing. I remember them being bad, but not like this. This is crushing. Maybe it's because I'm famous around the world now. I don't know. It's just fucked up. This is a crushing loss for me. It's tough to deal with. I don't like losing, especially when I know we could have won, but our head coach fucked us.